Absolutely, I love Portal 2. Just kidding, Alex. This is going to be incredible. ENCE have it all to do. Pulling back, as you say, on a map that Astralis are 14-0. Push down, X7's already got Glaive. He started off kills in all 3 of the pistols. He has gotten the opener, but Katowice is so far down Banana already, and he and dupreeh, they pulled it back.
Aggressive start there from ENCE, and they get the opening pick. It was looking very good, but Katowice towards Log shuts it all down. It's now just aerial, and the Astralis players are very, very aware of that. The bomb's still down in T-spawn, they'll push towards the step, and there it is, the first pistol on the board for Astralis. They lost both of them on train, but this is a fantastic start. Katowice with 2, dupreeh from 3, and they didn't have to deploy a strategy there, really. Just a default, waiting for that aggression. Nice idea from ENCE, get the first kill, but Katowice in Logs manages to find all the kills required. Now ENCE have the option to force buy in this second round. It's very common on the CT side of Inferno. Get the CZ's armor, smokes out, treated like a gun round, but they're going to take the full eco instead. Nothing really purchased here at all as we head into round number 2. No nades, no armor, just default pistols, and they'll have a 5-man A stack towards the apartments.
Just watching to make sure no one jumped through boilers. They push down, you're absolutely right, but problem being, and they're discovering this the further they go with each passing step. There's no one there.
Yeah.
Back over toward B instead.
Looks like it's clear, and indeed it is. ENCE will be conceding this round for sure at this stage, as Zipex finds a couple towards the bottom, and Katowice will back him up with the AK-47. They don't have the force the issue on these frags, but dupreeh can actually farm some cash to the MAC-10. You want to send those SMGs in first, as he does a lot of damage here. Great stuff. Will there be one kill found? Absolutely not. It's the SMGs doing most of the heavy lifting here, but ENCE can buy up now. They'll have M4s for masses, maybe some orcs, we'll see. The AWP is available to X7, but I don't think he's purchasing it.
Still waiting to find out. No, he's gone away from it, so he's gone to the AUG. No bomb plants required thus far. For Astralis, they just win it on kills. There's aggression. Down Banana that time.
Now we look at this, there's no incendiaries at all, apart from LXV's got 1. How do they get real control here? Well, if you send 4 players towards B, you might stand a chance. That's exactly what ENCE have done here. Trying to get that banana control that Sean was talking about, but overwhelmed by the Molotov, they'll have to fall back. There's only 1 player on the A side. That's going to be Aerial, as Glaive pushes closer and closer to the mouth of the bomb site here. Flash over, they're going to try and reclaim territory. It's looking pretty good so far, but a kill in return. CT still fighting back, but it's a 3 versus 2. Sergey alone on the bomb site. They might not anticipate him, though. He gets the first frag. Smoke is good. This could be enough.
But now he stands trial for all of his sins because they know he's there and alone. They're going to sneak through it as well. Already around behind. Holding off on the tree. He knows dupreeh that smoke's going to be gone, so he swings back over and gets inside of the ruins instead. Aerial has not seen anyone.
Yeah, he was aware of the possibility of a player going towards spawn, but there's so many angles to check. Sergey will do what he can here. It all comes down to the timings. dupreeh, remember the MAC-10, he actually does not have the advantage at this point.
And Zipex isn't immediately inside of the site, so this isn't a perfect trade. You have to take many steps to get there, but the fact of the matter is he's wasted so much ammo that Zipex has the chance because Sergey can't continue it on. And it's Aerial yet again. Smoke down, he won't be able to push through yet. dupreeh's low. If he somehow can swing to find him and not be spotted in turn, he looked the wrong way. Aerial drops, dupreeh covers it.
An interesting approach there from ENCE. They knew they had a lack of utility, so they tried to counter that fact with numbers towards the banana area. 4 to be exact, with the rifles, the SMG trying to battle back, but you can see 5 players from Astralis there ready to fight back, and it's dupreeh once again. Now play with a flashbang off his teammate. Zipex throws a flash, he sneaks through spawn, and dupreeh, like we mentioned, did not have the advantage in the initial duel towards first oranges, but he gets back up from Zipex there. They win the round, and it's 3-0. dupreeh is 8-0, by the way. He hasn't even died yet as we enter round number 4. It's ENCE with Deagle, CZs, and they've got a mountain to climb now. This is looking like a 4-0 start on the T side for Astralis.
And think about the heavy heart dupreeh plays with as well. His father passed just before the start of this major. And he's been here, he's been absolutely focused. No doubt the first emotion for him after this game, win or lose, will be with that of his father. Katowice takes down X7. Carmack spoke about it, the amount of sacrifice these players have had to be here. dupreeh will finally drop. Gun available as well. job. Still at B, Device.
He's already got a kill for the smoke. Almost found a second there. He might be able to get it at this point. Lexi B is very low indeed. Flashbangs in. It looks like all 4 players will commit. There's nothing that Lexi can really do here. He might be able to get 1 deagle kill. He's got 10 HP. He'll have to be absolutely perfect here. There's the shot he needed, but the rounds should still be going in favor of Astralis. But the CTs have an M4. No bomb planted just yet.
Alu swings it back in again. Sergey and Ariel get position. They know the Device is deep. He's already found the first. This is when Alu could walk in, though they're not looking his direction. Gets one, falls off, but he knows they're still on either side, and Zipex takes matters into his own hands.
Just before it gets a little bit uncomfortable, Zipex takes care of it. 4 in a row, a decent round there from ENCE, but no victory. But this is where the game really begins on the second map. Alu, considered one of the best AWPers on the CT side of Inferno. His arch play is spectacular, always delivers, but he's going to have to do more than ever in this particular round. Device, so perfect, gets the kill for the smoke initially to open things up. Keeps trading with his teammates, and it's round number 5, 4-0 for Astralis on the T side of Inferno. All for Alu. And a very default setup there, but Alu is going to be looking down towards the underpass and T-steps area.
Alu just waiting. We know how good he is on Inferno. He can take matters very seriously with that op. How many times have we seen him push down to Walt mid?
He loves that play.
Now Volt this time very passively, waiting to watch inside of Boiler, but they're sneaking behind. This setup's not really designed to cover off for a fast play out of the apartments. Ariel, he's got to be perfect blinded off. Didn't even see them get in. They got behind him. Sergey found only one, but Ariel steps back up, unfortunately. The strike of a match, he's utterly turned to ash by Majiskin. He burns down inside a pit, opens up a lot. Because they're out, Bomb is behind the hole though. Majiskin has to cross back over. Fortunately, there's a smoke down in front of Library that will allow him to do so.
3 versus 3, but a massive advantage here for Astralis. The retake begins, the orb's up, but another smoke is down. How do they break through the force field of the smoke towards the arch side? They'll focus towards quad, but maybe if he gets one of these kills, the round can be done. Looking for both of them, he absolutely nails it. Does he finish things off with a hat trick? We'll see. Alu with no choice but to fall back and hold on to the AWP. That's going to be 5-0 for sure now. Lovely approach of Astralis. They've got so much money, so much momentum behind them. They get the apartment's control, 1 smoke out, a flashbang to follow, and they make things so difficult to contain. It's that Molotov towards a pit that removed Ariel from the equation. He got 1 kill, but Alu might be done for here. Hits the shot towards Glaive. I don't think he survives this.
For a second follow-up, but he should. Now they get around, they're trying to spam, and he might be safe by the time he is. So the AWP, all they have to work with on the inside. Force around it?
They could with maximum loss bonus.
It's a close force, though. It's just under the threshold of comfort. They're going to. It's going to be UMPs.
Well, Ariel hasn't got armor yet. He does buy the UMP.
Might be solo. Oh.
Just a partial buy around it. Still possible, though. We know the potential of Alu on this map. We just have to see it.
Just waiting again. Same position as last time, so didn't want to get aggressive with the op. Thought there was a chance he might. Might be too early in the game to start throwing caution to the wind.
Wow, look at this
so
stat.
cavalier. Yeah, this is very clever. Done. Game over. But did they know there's one behind? Sergey, he doesn't strike fast enough. The door open, they likely would have turned around too quickly.
Yeah, they're there anyway. They're watching it. It's a nice opening pick, but Sergey can still cause damage here. Close range CZ. Doesn't land anything at all. It's Zipex with both of the opening kills. The 5 versus 3, but Alu's still alive. A small chance they can win this still.
He's got to be in the right place at the right time as much as accurate with the AWP, because they now identify he's still on A. Glaive's going to rotate the bomb back around toward T-stairs, and the fact that they have Device and Majiskin inside of the B site pretty much confirms matters done. And this time, you got 51 seconds, the bomb's nowhere near being planted. There's no way Alu survives. This time they're going to punish him, surely.
Well, they've got him surrounded. They're not even planting right now. They want to take him. He misses the shot, the all-important one. And that's the orb remove, but he still has cash. He has $6,200, but 6-0 on the T side of Inferno. This is the Astralis pick. Not many teams can touch them on this map whatsoever. And it's going to be a counter-terrorist timeout. That's ENCE working out their options here. Now they purchase the AWP. Do they want the secondary orb once again? We saw X7 rolling that weapon on train to great effect. They need to start posting rounds now. 6 is actually enough on the T side to consider it an okay half, or even a pretty decent half, sometimes depending on the matchup. So they need to start posting a lot of rounds together. Astralis have so much cash, and the pressure's starting to get to ENCE now. Getting ran over here in the first half of the second map.
We've yet to see them really be run over. Again, they're somehow capable of pulling themselves back into these situations. They were 7-0 down against Big in an elimination match, 0-2 in the group stage.
Yes, that's a very good point.
Again, every time we say that, we have to remind you, though, that Astralis on a stage is something unworldly, something we've never seen in Counter-Strike before. They are just so good.
It's very true. Now he spots the leg of one, still can't connect the shots just yet. Dupree baits out the smoke. Does he want to push it? Not quite. He'll fall back and accept the fact they've had some sort of a victory with that smoke baited out. Banana control for the CTs, but still very early on in the round. And Alexi B with no grenades now. X7, same story. That's his smoke gone. So now, how do they hold on to this banana area? They've got nothing to challenge it with.
They're going to boost it. You can see him call for it the second he went down. Alexi, make sure it's clear. He's above the Molotov. That'll give him one. They can phase back, but they need to get away from the flames, and they can't. Alexi was tagged just enough as he fell off the wall that he'll burn alive as soon as he wanted to get back to B.
That's still a massive advantage for Astralis, especially on Inferno. The numbers will be very thin on the CT side. You can see it's just X7. Remember, no utility at all. That's, well, around half HP. He pulls another one back. Can he get the second? He absolutely can. That's fantastic as he goes into 4-on-2.
That's a brave repeat. Especially, as you say, he was alone on the site. Xyp9x had to go back for the bomb. This buys a lot of time. No one rotating off, though. So this could still be X7 solo holding. And if they let this be a plant, and Alu's got to rotate over, he's the closest with the AWP. They've got 2 smokes on the Astralis side. Either of those are up in the post plant. This could be a huge problem. One's going to go down now. X7, he's found. It's exactly that. They're late to rotate. So bomb gets in. 18 seconds, it will be planted. And Dupree, he wants to hold inside of it. He's actually going to fall off. Probably the better call. He can certainly hear them working their way back in. He'll even consider Banana at this point in time because it's planted for him. He can swing out. Xyp9x, he stays directly on top at the emo position. It's a perfect way to swing. He can drop down, cover off anyone to his left. And Howler's the only one there so far. Again, the AWP, up close as it is. Utility thrown in, flash dodge. Xyp9x goes for it. Exactly the play that was called out. Dupree back in. He finds both, and it's 7-0.
It doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. That is Counter-Strike perfection. My God. 3 versus 2. No utility available on the T side, but the positioning, the reactions to the smokes coming in. It's Xyp9x playing off his teammate. And look at that play. Preemptive fire towards the coffins is absolutely beautiful. How they pull that round off, I'm not sure, but ENCE are really feeling it now. They have to go into round number 8 with nothing more than Deagles and CZs. They've got 4 HEs, however. They can get an opening kill from this, but they won't be able to recover rifles. Nades go in, not much damage found. There it is towards Glaive. But he'll continue to force the issue towards B. Down he goes, maybe a little bit too aggressive there with low HP.
Can't get the rifle, though. It's just too far out of reach. Device makes sure of it by putting a Molotov back in the corner to ensure that they've gone back over to the site. Double boost. Might have to be. So they'll keep 2 above the smokes. Mass chaos will ensue if they don't look that direction, because 2 pistols, one of them a Deagle, can do massive damage if Astralis walks by that. And they'll smoke it again. Device with the Krieg wants to try and open up toward coffins. Jisk is still there as well, and I think he's setting to clear out new box.
Still the advantage of Astralis, even with that pick. 4 players on the CT side focusing the B bomb side, but the bomb for now is in second middle. It's just Aerial, who's currently holding in the pits. He'll have his work cut out for him. Device showing a little bit of presence towards B. CT still there.
Third smoke deployed towards CT. Not a lot of utility left over on the Astralis side. Device is close enough that he might actually be able to sneak under it, even with the boost. X7, he won't see him. Does, but it's too late. Doesn't want to fire at that point. He gives the information to Alexi instead. They try and walk the boost out. That makes it easier for Device to actually line up the shots, but Sergey, he gets underneath of it. Meanwhile, it's back over toward A. Aerial has to do every bit of work. He's got an AK to work with that they've given to him, but that's taken immediately back.
Bomb's gonna go down, and it begins again at 3 versus 2. No kits available for the CTs, as Magisk and Zipex both get in the apartments. A great positioning once again.
Still the advantage, but Alu has an AK, 100 HP. You'd argue with the armor as well that he's their best shot at this.
No kits, no smokes. How do they win this?
One kill easy. Alu's go on. But just sneaks back around. He's coy. Sergey, not much to do at this point in time. Let's take the blood from Magisk's head, but it won't be much more than that. Bomb's gonna detonate 8-0, and Zipex even wants to chase him down. He was low HP. Easily done. Zipex just barely stays alive. Astralis stay unbeaten so far in Inferno.
Most rounds do nothing for ENCE at this point. Zipex, after winning that one, has $16,000. That's the absolute maximum you can have in Counter-Strike. It was a close game. I would say that's significant, the fact they did so much damage, but at 8-0 down, it doesn't help them at all. ENCE will try and counter this with a double AWP setup. Alexi B and Alu with the sniper rifles here. But once again, it's just so perfect from Astralis. There's not really much you can do against this. They get that bomb down with 5 seconds to spare. They both get in the apartments. It's absolutely ruin ENCE. Alu back on the AWP, and this time not as aggressive. Need to start winning some rounds here. 8-0 down. Astralis have already won the half. There's the shot. Alexi B is going to be dropped here. He gets away just about. An opening pick once more for X7.
What?
Hello!
Glaive, oh man, he absolutely nails it. They both got weakened up. He tosses in a nade.
Wow. You don't see many double kills of the HE map. That's insane.
We talked about how Astralis reinvented this game using utility. This map especially. HEs were not really relevant, not prevalent until the last 6 months, and they are the reason why. Aerial again, 1-on-4, 9-0. There's no way he can pull this back. And there's no use rowing from the consecrated whale at this point. He will at least get one back, but it's inevitable. They're gonna run him over at this rate. Bomb's already planted and Glaive's hunting.
They're gonna have to eco again, or at least a partial buy next round. If they save the AUG, they might be tempted to force into it, but why wouldn't you hunt him? You've got so much money here on the T side, and it's Glaive sniffing him out. Aerial, just a couple of bullets in this AK will take him down, as it looks like Glaive has found him once again. Another clean sweep. They've barely died on the Astralis side. Dupree 11-3, Zipex 11-2. Alu 1-8. Similar scenes to what we saw yesterday when he dropped off.
And he's had the op twice. It's not like it's been all economy against him. 5 kills tops for both Sergey and Alexi. Nice puts on a clinic as always.
The double kill at first Oranges. It looked like they'd done enough. They got the opening pick, but then it swings in the blink of an eye. And like I said, ENCE now, they get $3,400 every round they lose at this point. Problem is, you need about 4,500 per player to have a decent buy on the CT side. They're going to have to go CZs and armor again, but they are good in these sort of situations. Not over just yet. It's a very scary scoreline, but they've come back from worse. We'll see if CZ's armor can find them that round to get them on their feet, get some money rolling. PT50 CZs, HEs, still a chance, but if it goes 10-0, that chance really is running quite thin.
Just gets spotted out. Wow, finally they go aggressive. Sergey's got it down. Device has to turn his attention, but he knows that means there's going to be a bait towards top of Banana. He won't get caught by it.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. He's so well orchestrated in every situation. You can't fool Device. Even when you think you've got the upper hand and you've got him outnumbered, Glaive's going to close off X7. Even the aggression won't work. And at this point, it's not even round by round. It's pain by pain. Then ENCE slowly have to let this game slip away. They've got to do something to get back in. Finally, an AWP back out in their hands.
You're right there. The AWPs come out to go for the double AWP setup again. Alexi B considering it, hasn't purchased it, but Device just looks like he's on another level right now. Nothing can be done. 10-0 on the T side of Inferno. They're already a map up. This will do it. Secure their 3rd major championship. An unexpected matchup here. ENCE will go down swinging, but need to start posting around. Need at least 3 or 4 to even start the conversation of the comeback.
Double flash goes out, but already forward at that position is X7. That catches off Magisk. He's not done there either. He goes back around. Finally, they get something rolling. Alu, he takes out Dupree. Glave's going to be locked in, and they'll shut him down. All on to Xyp9x, this time in a 1-on-4. Can he keep the shutout alive?
So this is going to be the loss bonus now removed, man. Every kill Xyp9x can find in this situation, it's going to have a massive knock-on effect. He might still be able to win this, you know. With a minute there, the flashbang goes through. It's actually looking very good. Sergey will take him, though, before things get out of hand. Loss bonus removed. The next round is must-win. No question about it. ENCE have to take this one. A 10-5 scoreline, it's still possible to recover. They'll have the AWP, a couple of rifles as well. This has to be a victory. Nothing else will do. Great aggression there. Not timid at all. Lovely work from Sergey to close out the round cleanly as we head into round number 12. Spending almost everything they've got.
Still a few smiles on their side so far.
I gotta enjoy this journey, right? Still once in a lifetime sort of situation.
And there's nothing to be ashamed of. This run has been so good from them. This one is as well as they run down middle. It'll be Alu holding off the corner. We know he's good at it, but he's flashed away. He's got to scurry. Alexi wants to reclaim the other side of the map. Katowice again through smoke. These guys are so good at lining up and anticipating as Alexi can't even find him. He steps away, and he nearly gets it again, even spraying with the pistol. Just foolish. Xyp9x will flash himself back in aerial alone in the site. Does find one. They don't even consider the fact that he could still be in the corner because they had to pit for so long, but his patience didn't catch them slightly off. Unfortunately, he'll burn. He'll burn it, but the nade in response to Lexi, he's in the open. They're so good with utility on the Astralis side.
It's pretty unbelievable, I have to say. Wow. Just an Magus has got 213 utility damage so far. Glaive with 119 and Divisive 43. They're doing absolute work with the utility, that's for sure. And that's the round they couldn't afford to lose. They will not have the loss bonus behind them now. They'll have to buy up with everything they can. CZs, Deagles, Scouts, and Org. If they can't win this round, it's likely to be a 14-1/2. No damage done there, right through the wickets as the Molotov will hold the CTs at bay. The grenades will do work once again. Alu goes down. Alexi beat. Nobody drops, and this is all falling apart once again. Xyp9x patient for the push. They just know exactly what's going to happen in every round of CS. He's baited out, but he can't get the double. It's left in a 4 versus 1. That is the nightmare scenario now.
He's gone. He's flashing himself out. Dupree's already on the case. You're right. They're one step ahead in every single situation. 12-run reset. Not much left for ENCE now.
Sonic doesn't have to do much at this point. They're in cruise control, and it has to be an eco. They got $2,000. They'll have to eco for the last round. That's why I was saying the 14-1 scoreline was looking very likely.
It's not so easy today.
Full eco.
And a full rush. On caution to the wind at this point. They've just got to try and catch them off somehow. Surely with Device again. He's ready for it. He certainly is. Device nearly getting the ace. I thought he would get the 5th. Glaive beats him to it. Same result, though. It's another round for Astralis. And it's one step closer to tying the record for all-time major victories. They want their 3rd. They want 2nd back-to-back. Fnatic won their 3rd and their final on this stage, keep in mind.
That's a very good point. Last round, what a half it's been. Astralis displaying pure dominance here. Why they're considered the world's best. So consistent. This is no flash in the pan. They've been at the very top for a long time now. Doesn't look like they'll be challenged today. Looking for the clean sweep in the final, the 2-0. 14-1 in the T sides. Pretty unheard of, but if there's ever a team that could do it, these group of young Danes will certainly be in that conversation. No kits, barely any utility, no AWP for Alu. Hoping to see more from the AWP. I don't think we've seen a frag from it so far. Sergey with the M4. They've lost map control here. The aggression hasn't worked. The default setups have yielded no fruit. Bomb still down in T-spawn. Alexi be with a chance here, but can't connect the bullets.
He's tapping. Device knows exactly where they're inclined to play. Not even about baiting out utility because there just isn't any. No kits either, keep in mind. Smokes toward coffins now. As the Danes mount their attack. Firing through smokes even. Incendiaries to clear oranges 1 and 2. X7, he walks heavy on delicate ground, tries to play inside the smoke. It doesn't work. Glaive, he's able to run him over, follows that up. Once again, the site is open. Dupree will go for the plants.
4 versus 3. Zipex in a prime position for another kill as well. Absolutely nails it. It's looking likely to be 14-1 here. Device has had such a tremendous half. It doesn't get much better than this. He currently sits on 18 kills and 5 deaths, and Dupree, that is a bickering over the frags now. Who will get them? Absolute dominance there. Counter-strike perfection. This is why they're the best. ENCE, it looks like this could be the end. They've had an amazing journey here, but Astralis just too powerful. There will be a chance in the second half if they can pick up the pistol, but whether they can go further than that is yet to be seen. You'll have to find out after this break.
Rounds away from them in a third major championship.
Absolutely right. ENCE will do everything they can in this pistol, of course. They've got 5 sets of Kevlar, and they're going for the rush towards middle. It's Dupree that takes a bullet to the face, but he will survive as they continue to push towards the arch side. Dupree to play it as low. What is that shot? Unbelievably good, as Glaive will try and back them up. It's the advantage for Astralis, but can they hold on to it?
They're forward to the smoke, but they've lost the bomb. Glaive's great shot takes down Alexi. And they've got to turn back forward. He's well aware of the fact, and Zipex has already rotated in, so Ariel is fighting in very difficult circumstances. Fortunately, they cleared out Pit, and they have the backside of the site. On top of that, they've got the advantage. A comeback. They have to play it. They have to put everything into it. They've got to give themselves every chance and believe in every possibility. They'll corner off Zipex, but Device has gone around. He's got one down already. He's isolated Sergey, but the reload could cost him. Sergey holds on, and ENCE get their second.
Smiles on their face. They should enjoy every moment of this. 4 of these players in their first major and the grand final against the world's best. They've won the pistol. They'll bring out the AKs, but as I mentioned in the first half, on Inferno, the CT side, second round force fight is very viable. 5-7 CZs, a plethora of smokes and flashbangs as well. Astralis will try and end this early.
You've got lots of time to recover from that if it doesn't work out. Bomb down for the fact that they were holding it on the front man. They didn't want Alexi to run in around the corner and give up something quite so easily, but Dupree even still finds the first kill.
They've rushed middle again, by the way. They rushed middle on pistol. They've rushed middle in the second round, but it's a 5 versus 3. Damage down to Alexi B. It looks like it's falling apart, but they start to save the day. Goes to the 2-on-2 now.
Good swing from Ariel down to just Zipex, but the 1-on-1. We know how good he is, but he has to reload, and there's not enough time for him to reset into his tactics. It's when he gets time to set up. That's when you know you're in trouble, but if you can bounce, you won't give that chance away. Unfortunately, they do lose all but 1, but they stay alive.
Well, it's a full eco now for Astralis. Do ENCE just rush middle again? That one works out. It was a 5 versus 3 that's recovered. I love the fact they smile on their faces. Nothing to be ashamed of here. 1 HE, 1 Deagle. That's all Astralis will bring into round number 18. And they are sending heavy numbers towards middle again. It is Dupree waiting with the Deagle, but down he goes. He did get a headshot through the wall and take Alexi B down to 1 HP. That's incredibly unlucky. Rush middle again. It works 3 out of 3 times.
No fault there. If it ain't broken. I mean, what are the odds that they're going to do it a third time as well, right? You can't really blame Astralis for assuming to stack the B site. Eventually, something's got to change. Double bluff. Either way, Aller's going to wait. See if he can build out a cash. See if he can get rolling on this T side. Maybe get the AWP out. Aegis will get yet more utility kills for Astralis. Just still getting the back guys to use the attack 10 at range. He's taking so too is Sergey. 4 players still up. I want to make sure Sergey he stays that way because they can't afford to lose any more of the AKs. Does bomb detonate? I think time's going to reset just barely. They almost lost 2 guns to the bomb at the end of that.
Well, this is where things might start to come to a close. Astralis with the AWP. The Orgs are out. No kids, however. I don't think ENCE will rush middle again. Now they've got 3 rounds in a row. Might be worth thinking about going back to the defaults and seeing what can be done here. Take it round by round. That's what they've done before. I mean, they recovered 15-8 against Liquid. This is a much taller order, but we'll see what can be done. Towards Banana they go. Max 10 damage done, but Glaive with the M4. He'll get 2 and doesn't even want to fall back yet.
And it looked like he was going to get taken down on that because Zipix was caught with a nade out. Glaive was never spotted. Momentum shifts yet again. They've gone low. Both those players on B are low, but Device is rotating over as a result. He'll bring the op. And Alu's overextended. He's not aware that Device has come right back over on his side of the map. Boldly gets taken down. Ariel's the last alive. It looks like championship and major point of the Intel Extreme Masters kind of its events. Going the way of Astralis. All they have to do is find 1 remaining player. Dupree does that.
1 more round will do it. It'll be a 3rd major trophy heading towards the cabinet of Astralis. That's such a dominant round as well. Glaive, he's not messing around. 2 kills of the M4, falls back, funnels him towards A. Bomb nowhere near planted. That's ENCE who have enough to buy into this round, but they'll get 4 AKs, 1 Deagle. Expensive rounds previous. And is this where it all ends? 1 more round will do it.
And if you doubted for a second that they weren't the greatest of all time before, what argument have you now? History is being written with every single event they attend. This is unexplored. No one's done what they have. Intel Extreme Masters, the Grand Slam last year, back-to-back majors. Surely 2019 can't possibly be as good as 2018, but there's no signs of them slowing down. Not for Dupree either. He'll get 2. They walk in the smoke. Glaive, he'll only punish 1, but it's just Ariel to find, and it's done! They had 1 goal. That's it. That's all they wanted. Back-to-back. And they've got it now. And the last to join the circle is Dupree. How much he had to give to be here. How much he had to give up. The loss of his father, no doubt he'll be smiling down on him now because he has broken all the records along with his team.
Absolutely stunning stuff there from Astralis. Perfection on Counter-Strike. Inferno is their map. They defined how it was played. No one can stop them. Just unbelievably good. Time and time again.
And credit to ENCE, who did the unthinkable to take down world number 2. World number 3. Comebacks in all fashions. But you can't mess with greatness. You can't mess with history. And these guys are writing it in every event. Intel Extreme Masters, champions, majors, back-to-back. Astralis